Hey, you guys, I'm on the farm taking care of my nervous system and regulating and grounding and getting farm time. So I am going to send some videos being out here. If anybody wants to just lean in to farm time and a little bit of regulation, I'm going to do that. But I wanted to give a couple tools. So there's a point right here in acupressure. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you just stop and tap on the outside of your eyebrow, okay? Just sit there and tap. That's like your anger and frustration point because you want to move the energy. So when we get dysregulated, we're not connected to our heart, right? And so that creates dis-ease in our body, which then starts the cascade effect to disease, okay? And nobody wants that, okay? The stuff that's going on, we have to be aware of where we're coming from. And if we're letting external things dysregulate, we have to take this time to disconnect from the external world and connect to ourselves and connect to present moment and feel better in our body. Because whatever you're majority feeling, like if you're feeling dysregulated and fearful and angry the majority of your day, you're only making yourself sick, right? And we all deserve to live a full, abundant, fulfilling life. And when we get triggered and we get dysregulated, knowing that we can take a breath, come back to center, and change the energy. Okay? So a good breath work is easy. It's 4 breaths out, hold for 4 breaths, and exhale for 6. You want to calm yourself down. You want to connect. You want to breathe. And you want to move the energy. So it's just simple. So like your hand over your heart and like your solar plexus area, and just try it. So breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. And exhale for 6. I mean, I already feel better. So do that. Just practice. If you see this video and you are feeling like you are going crazy and you are tense and disconnected and fearful and angry and triggered, like choose yourself. Choose yourself, okay? And just practice some breath work. Just practice some breath work. And put the phone down, go outside, bare feet on the ground, go into nature, pet your dog, listen to some music, take a bath, eat something good. Just like practice feeling better in your body. That's how we win in life. That's how we win. So it all starts here. If we are disconnected from our heart and we do not know how to go in our heart and turn it on and feel love and gratitude and feeling it without, regardless of anything else, that's the game. That's the illusion. It's almost like our body, since we were younger, has been trained. I have to get something in the external world to make myself better. But that's fleeting. That's dopamine hits. That's not sustainable. When you can really do this work and move the awareness in your body, it changes everything. And I did not know I was disconnected. I didn't understand this work. But then as I started practicing and realizing, wait, I can make myself feel better regardless of anything, and I practice it all day long, then you see your life changing on the external, okay? Because we attract in what we feel in our capacity, not what we want. We have to have the capacity to accept something that feels good. Or we're going to get triggered, we're going to shut down, we're going to push away, we're going to sabotage, right? So it all comes back to you. If you get triggered, go, okay, what in me is not addressed? What in me is still disconnected from my heart? And when I started doing this, I started trying meditation. I started doing breath work, awareness. Like I would start putting my awareness on my hands and feet. So if you put your awareness in your hands, you start feeling your hands. That's energy. Put on your feet, you start feeling your feet. And then turn it into your heart. And this is something I do. Like when I wake up in the morning, I put on a guided meditation before I connect to the external world and the ridiculousness of it all. That way I am full, I am whole, I am complete. I know I'm safe regardless, because I know I'm a mind, body, soul. No matter what happens, this is temporary. I know where I'm going. you know? So that's why it's just choosing over and over again the light over the dark, regulation from dysregulation. Am I leading from love, or am I leading for fear? Am I connected to my heart, or am I disconnected? Because sometimes you have to be disconnected. If something's happening, it's not time to sit there and feel good. You have to react. But then we get stuck in that baseline. And again, it creates dis-ease, which creates disease. And something else I do, I put my feet on the ground. So energetically, people that, this, you're either going to understand it or not. You're either going to receive it or not. You're either going to think I'm crazy or not. But that's not my business. What people think of you is none of your business, because we see the world and other people through the lens of our conditioning and how we feel inside. So it's not even personal. Everything is vibrational. So I ask for help from God, and so I ask people that, the crown chakra, I ask the Holy Spirit to come into my consciousness. Okay, and the sway test, like I'm leaning forward, that's a positive. So if you do something, we repel from something that doesn't feel good. So when you learn to do sway, like you lean in to what feels good and you make space from what doesn't. It's not changing anybody or anything on the external world. We have to take ownership and accountability. So I ask the Holy Spirit to come into my consciousness, and I energetically, and then the people that understand the emotional ascension scale, it's all frequency and vibrations. Like shame is at 20, love and acceptance and authenticity. I mean, it goes from shame, anger masks fear, anger, all this stuff, and then neutrality. You go up the ascension scale, because up here feels really good. Feeling these emotions down here feels really shitty, right? But when we learn that we can change how we feel in our body regardless, game over. You see through the illusion. You're not a pawn in this crazy game, right? So I ask the Holy Spirit to come into my consciousness. I ask the Christ consciousness to expand in me, so the vibration of love. And then I feel it in my heart, and then I radiate that feel-good feeling throughout my body till my body is full to where it's radiating outside of me. So then I'm in like a love bubble, right? It feels so good. And then I ask God to surround me, right? Yeah, the sway test is good. So there's all these tools that can help you. Oh, this is a long message. I don't care. Whoever's meant to hear this is going to hear this. But research heart-brain coherence, research nervous system regulation. Because when we regulate our nervous system, which is the majority of our feelings, it creates different pathways in our brain. So then we start changing who we are, which is a beautiful thing. So that changes our energy, which changes our life. So today, take a catalog. How am I feeling the majority of the day? If it's not love and gratitude, you can change it, which will change everything. And you deserve it. You are worthy of love because you are here. You are worthy of abundance. It's available. There's no shortage. It's conditioning. When we're disconnected from here, we are easily controlled into a program, and we don't deserve that. We don't deserve that. We deserve to heal, feel better, and create a magical life. Yes, we get triggered all day long. Yes, things happen, but how soon do you come back? Look into Eckhart Tolle, present moment. I mean, when I was getting treated for CPTSD, like I would have a rubber band, and every time I thought about the past or thought about the future, got scared of what may happen, I would snap myself, and then I'd practice this work. And I just you train your body. You train your avatar, right? Over and over again. And with practice, it goes perfect. I mean, it will empower you. And then it's a ripple effect. So the people around you are benefiting from your children, your parents, your animal, because we're all energy. You know this. When you're angry and you're around somebody, you're like, oh God, that person's angry. It's all energy. You feel that, right? So we can choose to heal. And we can choose ourselves. And we choose God over man. God's plan is better than our plan. His timing is better than our timing. We have to trust, let go, and let God. Be still and know. Let him work the magic. He knows all the players. If you want something to happen tomorrow, well, maybe somebody's not in a position yet to make it happen. So that is where you have to trust. That's faith. That's hope. But when you start feeling good, I'm telling you, magic happens. And you learn about this Dr. Joe Dispenza work, magic happens. A year ago today, I went to my first retreat. It changed my life in 7 days. They are seeing a different microbiome in 7 days. It is changing people's brain scans in 7 days. They study this scientifically. It works. It works. It can work for you. Can't be too young, too old, too sick. Because I've seen really sick people completely change their life around and are healthy and thriving. Why not you? You're worthy. You're worthy to stop trying to do it all on your own, matter to matter in this world. When you have help, I mean, if God's for you, who can be against you? And then if somebody is not conscious and they're struggling because it's just they're projecting their inner world onto you or outward, because we project how we feel inside. It's not about the other person. It's coming from us. I always say, there, but by the grace of God go I. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And I bless them on their journey, because I was asleep at one time. I was in pain at one time. I had no hope at one time, because I was doing it on my own. And when I asked for help, game changed. God can turn tables that you cannot turn. And he's doing it for the highest and greatest good. But it's choosing you and trying to cross the river of change. Only we can cross the river of change. And you're worth it. I hope this helps somebody out there. God bless you.